Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome to yet another art stream. I hope you're all doing good. I'm also doing quite okay, and I'm really happy that finally my holiday has started. It's vacation time, so yeah, that's very cool. What isn't so good is that I had a bit of technical difficulties because we had a power outrage yesterday, and there was a big storm, and even some plastic thingies hit our car. It was quite bad, but I'm back, and now we will continue with this giant mecha image. And yeah, most of the stuff is already done. I did add, I think I didn't do that the last time we worked on this image. I added a bit of photo bash here in the background. I think it's pretty subtle, but let's just merge it down because I now do want to switch to just one layer and not worry about all of these layers. Maybe we can start with the fire, as this is the only one where I might need to keep it that way because I have this debris here in the foreground, and I think it will be easier just to work on the flame. So let's do that. Let's start. Go for oily brush stroke. And I do want to smooth out a bit of this rather airbrushy look. Let's just paint away. Maybe we can even work at the highest zoom level. This might need a bit more of orange. Let's just experiment a bit. And maybe use the oil knife brush. I don't know. I think a little bit of texture works pretty nice here. You just have to make sure not to overdo it. And we also need to address the smoke. I think for the most part it looks pretty cool, but I think we could add a bit of like highlights. I need to See if that works or it doesn't. And we can always go back if something isn't working as intended. Malix! Nice! Yo, I finally bought Clip Studio Paint. That's so cool. Let's go! Go hydration. Do I need to drink something? Yeah, let me chug some water. That's very good. So, how are you doing? How do you like Clip Studio Paint? I think you already used it, but just not the paid version, right? So how do you use it? What do you want to know? Maybe I can help you. I think generally it's a good idea to just log into your account, download a couple of brushes, and yeah, start painting. I think the music might be too loud. I toned that down a bit. If you like, you can tell me if that is better. Color theory and shading. But that hasn't so much to do with the software, right? I mean, color theory is pretty much to be applied regardless what software package you use. Which pen should I use for sketch and pen for line art? I really like this one. Yes. Wait a moment. How's it called? Favorite sketch pen? No, that's not the one that I prefer to use. It's just this G pen, and it has a really nice pressure sensitive control of opacity and also size, and I like that one a lot. It's pretty cool. But that is what I would recommend for sketches. Maybe we can even use it here. It's kind of messy. Yeah, I mean, if you don't like the opacity control, I mean, I like to have that enabled, especially for rough stuff. If you make like really detailed fine line art, you can just bring up the settings. Where are they now? Okay, wait a moment. Settings are here, and you can maybe play around with how the brush size is affected by the opacity. I think you do here. Like, I have this curve that you can adjust that to your preferences. I also don't start at 0, but you can do that if you want. And here you can switch off the opacity with pen pressure. So if I switch that off, you can see that it now creates like a really smooth line. Obviously I work on a layer, so this isn't the layer in the top layer. But yeah, just preferences. I think for the fire I do want to have some messy stuff. When I started this, it still looked very airbrushy. Sorry, I was looking for a word and couldn't find it. Okay, that's too much though. I did want to make space, negative space for the debris. Man, that's the first time I use the software. How do I know how to set it up? I think if you just start painting and experimenting a bit, I also didn't watch any tutorials, except when I had a question. Just painting, and then if you come across an obstacle, you can look it up. I think that's the best way to learn it. Okay, should we merge the debris down? I do want to merge this all down to one layer. So I think I also painted on the wrong layer. Okay, doesn't matter. So let's merge everything down. I think except for the mecha, I think we can keep that on a separate layer, but everything else, especially here with the debris, no, I can really get into that. Let's zoom out. I have to make sure not to overemphasize the debris. It will work. It just takes time. And maybe I can try to add those highlights that I was talking about. Maybe we do that on another layer. I mean, we still have to go in here and use an oil brush, but I think for the first highlights this soft ground brush works okay. I forgot that I'm gonna study Illustrator. That's cool. So I haven't used that much vector stuff. I mean, I have a rough idea how it works. But since I kind of do prefer to not do line art and work more on like yeah, larger spaces, I tend to not have as much use for Illustrator stuff. Be right back, gonna brush my teeth. No problem. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna switch to the chalk brush and try to create some harder edges here at the end of the smoke cloud. Yeah, just refining at this stage, but still, you can mess up refining. It is possible. Let's switch to the chalk brush again. And I do have a couple of references here regarding smoke clouds. That is why I'm constantly looking at the other monitor. Switch to something less stressful. I do want to have some reflective light. of the fire on the smoke. And again, as always, we just have to make sure not to overdo it. Yeah, I feel like we can darken all of this down a bit, add a bit more contrast. And use the soft round brush. Sorry for not talking so much. I'm pretty concentrated here actually. This isn't that easy. Get it to look just right. Okay, maybe we can first of all lighten up this side of the smoke a bit more and also use the oil brush. Which one is the question? I think this is the one I wanted to use. Okay, now Clip Studio is saving. Have to wait. Okay, hopefully it is done. Okay, now it is done. Yeah, let's zoom out. what I like about it is that it is really meditative in a sense. You just add stuff and usually it gets better with time. Okay, let's switch back to the chalk brush to darken this just a little bit. I think here we need to darken the whole thing down a bit. A good strategy for stuff like this is to just imagine spheres and other primitives, just to imagine where the light hits these objects. Okay, let's zoom in just a little bit. And what we also want to keep out is, look out for is that we have a nice separation of negative space for these debris elements. So that is why I'm accentuating their outlines here and there a bit to make it really pop. I mean, if it's too much, we can always go in here and darken it down a bit. A bit too stressful. Let's go for something more meditative. I think we can... I'm not too sure if we should go for some painterly blender action. We also need to address this. But I do think we improved it. So sometimes you paint a lot of stuff and then you have to go back because it isn't working as intended. I don't think we have the problem here. Okay, let's go to the chalk brush. And let's zoom in. Yeah, same thing here. Negative space. That you want to emphasize this edge just a little bit. Let's zoom out. Okay, that didn't work so well. Yeah, it's really a fine line between overdoing it and not doing enough. Usually just doing this over and over again until something sticks, until something looks right, is usually the best call. Let's use the oil brush again. Eclipse 2D is saving for a short moment. Maybe we can blend elements here. Let's do the dot brush again. Add a bit of reflective light. You always want to watch out where the light is coming from. For one, it is coming from this side, but then we also have this light coming from the fire. I don't know if it's actually that realistic, to be perfectly honest, that the light is reflecting here. It gives the whole thing a more cinematic look, which is what I'm after. But in the reference image, I don't have that as much. So usually it's a good idea, if you have an idea in mind, not to copy the reference like one-to-one, just use it as an inspiration. I think this is a bit too bright. more saturation here. Hello Gaming Hamster, nice to have you here on the stream. How are you doing? As you can see, we are still painting the Mecha picture, and this time I did focus on the cloud thingy. I got a couple of reference images, and yeah, I think it really looks more dramatic now, which is a good thing. Let's see how we approach this. And as always, in case you're new here, or even if you're not, feel free to ask me anything about the picture, about my technique, about clip studio paint. Don't be shy, but you don't have to. If you're just here for the like, that's also perfectly fine. I just repeat that from time to time to make sure that your input is very much appreciated. Otherwise, I sometimes get so lost in the image and I get so focused that I don't talk as much. Usually when I have something to talk to, about, it is a bit more comfortable. Yeah, let's get rid of these debris thingies. We can add them in later. I do want to make sure that we have some amount of sky that is visible. I just don't know why exactly. If something sticks out, we can tone it down, no problem. No harm done. Where to put the debris? Important question. I think maybe I pushed the contrast a bit too far. If that's the case, we can go back to the original image and then blend both layers. Okay, let's zoom in a bit. let's sharpen those edges with a bit of highlight. Zoom out. I think we overemphasized this a bit. Let's darken it down. I'm back. What did I miss? We just improved the smoky area here a bit. I mean, perhaps it is too much with the detail and with the contrast. So I might go in with the original image and blend this a bit so that maybe we have some spots where we don't have as much detail. But I don't want to do this just yet. I want to detail other areas a bit and see if it comes together. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, so yeah. But I have to see that first before I make that decision. RetroSebo, nice to have you here on the stream. How are you doing? As you can see, currently we are still doing the Mecha image for gold. And yeah, it looks alright. Especially the cloud area I improved, but the smoke area. But there might be too much going on here in terms of detail and contrast, so I might dial this down. But for now, I just address other areas so I can see maybe if it comes together. I'm wondering, where did you learn how to use Clip Studio Paint though? Yeah, MaloX, I just painted with it and pretty much everything else came natural. So like I said, I didn't watch any videos, tutorials, stuff like that, except when I had like a specific problem. For me, Clip Studio Paint is pretty much self-explanatory. Good, just lurking, I still have some work to do. Oh, what kind of work do you have to do? Something related to your actual work, or just something that needs to be done and now that you have time, you're doing it? I think doing actual job work as late as the 22nd, sorry about that, is not that much fun. Let me put it like that. Because I'm trying to find a tutorial book. I don't think you need to, MaloX. I mean, if you got around Photoshop and stuff like that, you will pretty much be at home with Clip Studio Paint. If you don't have like any idea about digital art, yeah, that might be might be a possibility to get a book or something like that. I'm not too sure there are good books like focusing especially on a software. I don't know. I mean, obviously the digital art software. Let's use the chop brush again. No stream related or content creation related. Okay, but that's okay. As long as you don't work your ass off during the Christmas holidays. Doing something stream related is fine. Yeah. Why isn't this working? But let's use another star. Something like that. Not really what I had in mind. Yeah. Just adding a bit of detail here, some rocks. I tried to set up my blog. Oh, that's cool. So that I can post some impressions and pictures about my Christmas holiday in Vienna. Oh, that's very cool. So, will be a travel blog of sorts, right? And let's add some highlights here. And let's add a bit more saturation orangey wise. Yeah, I think this is what I want to have. It's just a lot of trial and error. Everything I can think of to stay in touch with the community, my thoughts on different topics and about streaming, travel reports and so on. Feel free, RetroSebo, to share the URL of your blog once you have set it up. I will certainly have a look. It's not that easy to get the exactly right values here. Let's darken this down even more. Harotra! Nice to see you here on the stream. How are you doing? Currently we're still doing this Mecha image. But also that is coming to an end. I mean, I feel like since we have so much detail in this area, I feel the detail here is a bit lacking, so there is still stuff to do. Let's use the soft brown brush and maybe make that a bit more reddish. Preparing stuff for our holidays, visiting our parents. Oh, that's nice. So you will be spending the holidays with the parents of your spouse, right? So I wish you a lot of fun and don't take Christmas so seriously. Just have fun and don't like. I think with most Christmas ruined things, you sometimes have the wrong mindset. I think everything must be perfect, but it doesn't need to be perfect. It's just some time to get rest and come together as a family. Usually if you frame it like that, it will be nice. Spouse is also feminine? I'm pretty sure it is. I'm the spouse. Okay. So, but I think it goes both ways. I might be mistaken though. Let's get a bit more saturation here, or some accents in the shadow tones. And same with the highlights. Never mind, yes. We're going to visit my parents up in the north, almost northy. Oh, then that's pretty cool. So, you could, like, travel a few hours and arrive at the North Sea, right? That's so cool. I haven't spent Christmas at the sea, but I would love to do that sometimes. And after Xmas, we'll travel down to Saarland. Okay, where my wife's parents live. You also see her best friend there, where we have Feuerzangenbowle. Yeah, we also had Feuerzangenbowle for a lot of years on Sylvester, as it is typical, I guess. But I I promised myself that I don't drink too much on Sylvester, so I don't know. I think this year it will be just beer for me. And also not too much from that. Sylvester is always dangerous. Okay, let's light this up a bit. And maybe even a bit more. That. Have I switched the shadows again? No, I haven't. It was unsure for a short minute there. New Year's Eve 10 years ago, I first met my now wife. Oh, so that is also your kind of Jahrestag, right? My girlfriend and me, we also have a pretty interesting Jahrestag. Yeah, so we no idea how to translate that because it's the the 1st of April. So no funny business there. Okay. Backing this down a bit to make the shadow blend a bit better. Okay, here I have to be very careful. Let's zoom in. Und Wracknick, nice to have you here on the stream. How are you doing? Ein weihnachtlicher Mac? Ja, genau. Mit dem anderen Bild sind wir halt schon fertig, deswegen ist es jetzt halt der Mac wieder. How do you like the picture? I think it turned out pretty okay. I mean, we could improve a lot of things, but still, for the most part, I'm happy. The 1st of April, after New Year's Eve, she already moved into my flat. The same date! That's funny. So, let's see. I think we need to make this a bit smaller here. And also these grassy thingies, because this is supposed to be far in the background. It should be a lot larger, but I don't want to make it too large because otherwise this will take too much space. I'm glad the big Mech area of games is gone. I never understood these games, but cool picture. Are you talking about like Mech Warrior and stuff? I always thought those were pretty cool. But there were a lot of games featuring mechs in the 90s that, yeah, these kinds of games, okay. I wouldn't say that I'm like the biggest fan of like mechs and stuff like this. And giant robots, but I'm also not like really opposed to that. But I can see where you're coming from. In the 90s, like a lot of games had them that didn't really need to have them, right? Okay, let's zoom in. Okay. I mean, I could detail this out. Do we really want to? That is the important question. Do we really want to? Let's merge that down. Surprisingly, Armored Core Fires of Rubicon was a real hit this year. I don't know this game. Is it also a mech game? Like, the one game that I confused it with at first while reading it was Armored Fist. You know this game? Where you control a tank? It's a really old DOS game. Maybe Ragnik knows it. But it isn't too cool. But I had like games collection with a lot of these simulation type of games with Apache and Hind and all of this stuff. And I always crashed. Armored Core on PS1 was okay for me. Had a lot of fun battling with my friend. Okay, I don't know this game. Like, I assume it's then a multiplayer kind of game? Or at least one where you can engage in multiplayer action. I don't know, maybe just for the sake of doing something different for once, maybe in one of the next pictures. I don't think I will do it on this one, but we can like go crazy detailed. I won't stop like at this rather still not that detailed stage, but go all out. This will take a lot of time, so I'm not too sure. And we will work several weeks on just one image. But I think especially for my YouTube viewers that might be interesting. I'm not sure, still thinking about that. Okay, now Clip Studio is saving. Actually, it isn't saving, is it? We're just doing something in the background. I do need to save though. I haven't done that. Like, should we do it now? Yeah, we should. Probably. Do that. Let's save. Okay, let's leave this area for once because... Okay. Now Clip Studio is saving. And Hudson Scomparin, I hope I didn't butcher your name. If I did, I'm very sorry. Thank you for the follow, that's so cool. I hope you enjoyed this type of content, because I do a lot of artwork stuff. I do musical composition and some games, but every Friday at this time I do art. And sometimes even on other days as well. So welcome. So let's tackle this area, right? Because it looks a bit wonky. Let's use the Feng Zhu brush. I don't know Armored Fist, but tank games are the are even worse for me than mech games. Yeah, I can see why that is. I don't even know why it made this lasting impression on me, but I still can remember that one. Okay, let's see. Difficult to have the exactly right color value here. Yeah, I feel like we really need to have like this dark purplish color here, because it separates out so nicely. I don't speak English, but your art is amazing. I will follow the language of the illustration. I can also give you the possibility of me speaking German, but I don't think you will understand it either. I'm not too sure. So, ich kann natürlich auch Deutsch reden, but yeah. I don't speak so many languages, usually just English and German, which is my mother's tongue. I did have a couple of years of French in school, but oh my god. I'm barely able to order a baguette nowadays. Je voudrais un baguette. That's okay. Okay, let's add a bit of blue here. Just some highlights. I mean, we have a lot of color variation going on, like this purple tones, the greenish tones, the orangey tones, and I think I like that a lot. Let's use the saffron brush. Put in the background. This isn't the color picked yet, that is the one. Grab an even darker color here. Let's zoom in. And let's use the polyline tool to select these windows. Okay, it's a bit wonky. Okay, it doesn't really matter if it doesn't perfectly align. I do want to try something that we have a bit more reflections here, but as you can see, the ant lines are really disturbing the view. So what you can do is view and selection border, and then it will go away. And then is that better? No, right. I actually like it better if it's in the dark. I don't want it. Okay, we had to try. Okay. Let's oh, cut there. No, we don't want that, but we want the border. Okay, now it is on again. I mean, sometimes you have to try, and if it doesn't work, then don't be afraid to get rid of it. Fortunately, with oils and with digital, you don't have to commit. If you do this on watercolor, it will be another story. It's because I don't like to paint with watercolor as much, because it's so set in stone once you commit it. With oils and acrylics, you can always go back. And same with digital. Because usually this is, for me, the most fun aspect of doing a painting, is to come up with something and refine it more until it starts to come together. We need to soften this out though. Okay, that was too much. Still, I think we need to tone that down. Not too sure if that did anything for us. Gaming hamster. How are you doing? Waddle, waddle, waddle. So we have like 50 minutes left. After that I will probably go into playing a bit of Project Zomboid and afterwards Amnesia. But I will do that in German. Let's use the soft round brush and add another layer just for color. And here and there we give these spots a bit of a reddish tone. Something like that. And tone it down. Okay, dramatic music. I'm still not too happy with this area here. Like the shadowy area is perfect. I can't decide. Okay. Try to darken this area. It's a constant push and pull until finally you get something you're happy with. Okay, let's zoom in. Zoom out rather. What do we have here? Is that the spot where we worked on? No. Get rid of this. Yeah. Let's save. I didn't do that just once. Please don't crash. I always get scared when it turns black. Honestly, I have no idea why it does that. I mean, I do save to an external drive and this isn't an SSD, so that is maybe the reason. But still, it kind of shouldn't go full on black screen. Okay. I'm editing some of the clouds here because this is just a photo bash and it saves a lot of time. But I do want to frame the gun a bit more so that we have really nice contrasts going on. Okay, let's get rid of the grid. And here. I mean, it isn't 100% realistic, but still I do want to have a couple of lines leading into this guy. I'd rather have something a bit more unrealistic, but graphically interesting. Okay, actually, let me paint that on another layer, on the mech layer. Okay. I went too overboard with it. Bit of sharpening is nice, but too much is too much. Okay. The question is, do we call it finished or do we need to tackle some issues in another stream? Actually, I'm 50-50 on that. Let's zoom in a bit. Look at the whole image. Bless you. Girlfriend is sneezing. So, yeah. It's a very large image. That is why I do have to scroll if you want to see everything. Okay. I'm gonna hit save for last time for this stream. And yeah. Maybe I add a couple of details. But for the most part, I'm happy. Okay, that means I will switch now to German after a short break. Then we will play some Project Zomboid again. And after that, as I said, Amnesia. Thank you all for tuning in. It was so much fun. And I think we really improved the picture. One last thing before I switch is if it has saved. I think it did. Is to look for the image we started with. Like, this is the one, and I really think we improved the smoke. I mean, it's a bit puffy, it's just my kind of style. Yeah. Really nice. So, yeah. Okay. Again, thank you all. Take a short break. I will be back in like 2 minutes or something. Until you see you. Until then, take care.